Okay, welcome to Sunday Shop Talk. Today I'm going to be doing something I've been putting off for a while, which is change the cutter knives on this bad boy. As I said before in a few other videos, so it's still planing really well, doing a fantastic job. When you put it through the thicknesser, you can't really feel much, but I know it is getting harder to push it over, and occasionally on certain grains where the grain is swirling, like on walnut and yew, I'm sometimes getting tear out, which I didn't when I first got the machine. So I'm really interested to see, A is how long does it take me to change these knives? Is it all caked up under there? Is it going to take a long time to change them over and get the new ones on? The one thing that I do know, compared to a traditional plane, which doesn't have preset knives anyway, something like the Charmwood I had, is quite quick changing 3 knives, but it takes quite a long time getting them set up perfectly. And one thing you don't have to do with these is worry about the setup, because every time it's exactly the same. Okay, so to keep it interesting, I've kind of speeded it up, but I will watch the clock. I'll show you at the beginning and the end so we get an idea of how long it takes, and I'll show you some results on wood before and after. Here we go. Okay, so I've not rushed. I've stopped a couple of times, just for a sec, do other little bits, but not for long. So we've got a pretty accurate. I'm reckoning this is going to take about half an hour. If you've done it before, you might be quicker. I'm certainly getting a bit quicker, rotating these little knives around. This one there. And I can't wait to see what the difference is. Now, I don't use much soft wood. I've been told that one of the problems with the knives on the spiral cutter block would be if you use a lot of soft wood and there's a lot of sap gets under the seat of the knife. I use very little, if any, probably the sappiest wood. If you've got something like a cedar, I make a couple of hot tubs now and again. That would be the sappiest, but there's none on here. It's really clean. My hands have come off really clean. I've got one more to do. So this has been really easy. I don't know whether I need to be jetting it each time, but didn't want to get anything under there and like resiny type wood, or even do a lot of resin on here, so I didn't want to get anything that under there, just to lift one up a bit. That's the last one turned. Just going to check the end knife. Now, there's no way these were actually fully blunt. They definitely were not fully blunt. So I've done this as an exercise to see if it makes much difference to the performance or how it feels. I'm doing a lot of chestnut at the moment that I'm very used to, so I should be able to feel the difference on the top. Underneath, which I did say before, when you push it through the thicknesser, the machine's doing all the work, and the results are very, very good, which is what makes me think I didn't need to change them. But we'll see now. They're all done. Just double checking, get a time on the clock. Okay, so that took me 25 minutes. Now, when I had my Charmwood plane, I could obviously change 3 blades quicker than 25 minutes, but what I couldn't do was get the knives dead level quickly. I used to have to put a magnet thing on, I used to have to do test passes. Obviously I do not need to put any test passes on this. It's going to be completely level. So let's just give it a try. Okay, so not at all surprising. It is much, much easier to push through. Now, plane marks. Not a lot in it. It is a bit smoother, as you'd expect. Yeah, it's definitely smoother. So it's definitely doing a better job over the top. Underneath, it's going to be hard to detect. But if you can look down here, new blade. Let's pick one from the old blade. You just see the little lines there. Now, really forcing that down on the machine would help that, because it's obviously trying to pick up. But if you look on here, much, much cleaner. Old blade. See the lines. New blade. So as you can see, much better results with the new blade. Obviously it's going to be better with a brand new blade on it, but I didn't really want to push this into any more kind of tear out or me working hard. If this lasts, this set of blades lasts 4 years, it's probably at this rate going to last about 5 years. That's enough for me. I don't want to be wasting time or tearing wood out or whatever, having the machine not working at its best performance. And that took 20 minutes to change those blades, and the setup is absolutely perfect. The other thing that I thought about first set of blades not actually wearing out and still cutting pretty well, if in 6 months time I hit a nail or whatever on number 2 side, I could revert back to number 1 side instead of mixing into the next ones, because the first ones aren't that bad. So that's another possible bonus, that you don't completely wear it till it's dull, because you could never go back. So I'd probably switch back to 1 if I hit a nail, and then carry on to 3 in another about 15, 16 months time. So I hope that was helpful. I was really excited to see it myself. It was just one of those things, I was being a bit lazy, not wanting to change it. But it actually only took 20 minutes, so it's not a problem. Thanks so much again for watching. Thanks to my patrons for their support. Really, really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.